everything. When you rock the box, dicey spot. So you want to hear about events and thing. Rock the box, dicey spot. Want to know which music in tongue popping. Rock the box, dicey spot. Where we discussing all your favorite.
It is Thursday evening. We're coming to you live from the studios up here at Observatory Road, the place that we affectionately call the Icebox. It's your boy JC. It's another Thursday evening, and we're about to take flight. We're about to have some serious conversation. At one point, you might hear me say turbocharge. When I say turbocharge, you know what it means. When I move, you move. Just like that, silky and smooth. And then I might just ask for the job rhythm, and I might say job Malassi rule. If you don't agree, that's your business. We have the entire kit and caboose is on the inside. Folks, I'm telling you, it is going to be raucous. Yeah? The conversation is going to be deep. Conversation, I'm stuck in the middle with guys from various generations. The man Money and Squeeze Head, they go by the name, well, that's the musical sobriquet. Well, that's Alex Cuffy and Kishon Hazard. They're in studio, guys. Welcome to the program. Also here with us is Leon Charles, and we'll be talking about Boss International celebrating 50. We look at the transition of music. And while before we start to the program, a nice conversation ensued. The only thing is that what happens while we're on a break stays right there. But the conversation is going to go on. So either way, folks, we want to say thanks for being part of the conversation. Well, for those of you that's fallen in the international ICC cricket, yeah, we're into the Super 8. West Indies, they lost last evening to England. So that ball, whoa. Any of you guys following cricket?
Sometimes, yeah.
So, not me. I can't. I have to admit.
Oh, no.
I don't follow it regularly.
No. Squeeze Head, you're trying to dodge me. When did you watch a cricket game? That's sometimes you watch some game as a little child.
I only follow cricket when West Indies is playing.
You only follow when West Indies play?
Yeah.
Interesting.
So when is the next game? I think the next game is tomorrow. So
you're on it.
And then tomorrow I'll be playing cricket too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So once West Indies is playing, you on? Buddy?
Me, I don't follow cricket that much.
What sport do you follow?
I'm more a football person, basketball person. Yeah, more soccer though. More soccer. Huh?
Premier League?
Not that much still.
So which football you follow?
No, as a sport.
Oh, you just like
what I like to play.
Okay.
What I like to, even on like, if I'm playing a game or something, I'd rather play a basketball game or a football game.
So you're happy that the Celtics made it 18? Or you're a Dallas boy?
No. I ain't so deep. I'm very shallow.
Oh, you're not that deep. Leon, what about you? West Indies they had you reeling last evening?
Yeah, I followed the match last night. I follow a range of international cricket.
Right.
Once I have the time to do it.
Once you have the time.
Yeah.
But he says mobile makes it easy. Yeah, I mean, it's interesting when you're going to talk about the evolution of the music, and you look at how cricket as a sport has evolved. Now, years ago, well, even prior to the shorter version of the game back then was the one days, 50-50. The 50 overs a match. And it's interesting. When you played one day internationals, when you made 270 runs, or 250, it was a decent score. You made 270, you were guaranteed to win. Now you have T20. When the guys just had to play T20, if you made 120-30, you were winning. Now to win a T20 game, you literally have to make 230 just to ensure that you win.
Yeah, well, last night, West Indies made 180, and back in the day, that was going to be a good pass score.
It was.
Yeah. They lost the match with 15 balls to spare.
15 balls?
Yeah, that's like equivalent of 30 or 40 words.
It only makes you realize that nothing stays the same way forever. There was the days when we used to stay up and watch Test cricket, and you remember when cricket was 6 days, there was a rest day. You guys know about those days? You have no idea. Yeah, there used to be a rest day for Test cricket. You guys watch Test cricket? Buddy, you watch Test cricket? Not even West Indies playing?
Not back then.
what if anybody bothers in West Indies on Test cricket these days? But either way, guys, it's just the lighter side of things. The next game is against the USA. It's do or die. So they have to beat the USA, beat South Africa, just to get into the semi-finals. Is it possible? Yes, it's possible. Is it going to happen? Boy, it ain't over till the fat lady sings. Now, these days, the fat lady does be busy. Yeah? Nobody knows where she is. So you can't ever tell. I often say, West Indies is interesting. They play the perfect game on one day, and then the next... But either way, guys, well, we take in all of that. We're getting ready for Spice Mass 2024. So much that is happening, so much on the international scene. This morning in the news, what's his name? Israel's president, Netanyahu, chiding America for holding on to the bombs. I mean, the guys are saying, let's decide and have a peace talk. But no, he's all freaking out that he's not getting enough bombs. And you wonder, do you want peace or do you want war? Kellon, what do you say we want? Peace. We want war?
Nah, peace.
You want peace?
Always.
Okay.
Yeah, always.
But gentlemen, I know the battle is going to come on when we get to Soca Monarch on the night, where it's no holds barred. But I'm going to start a conversation with you, Leon. Boss International, celebrating 50 years. MOSS. What does the acronym stand for? I don't think much people ever even think about it. But I know there is a definition for it. It is an acronym.
Well, there's been a lot of interpretations of MOSS over the years. More original scintillating songs is one of the ones that was around for a while. But the real original meaning is Masters of Sweet Songs.
Masters of Sweet Songs.
Yeah.
And that translated to what you did as a band.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
What was unique, though? What was truly unique about the band?
Well, I think a number of things were unique about the band. One, I would say, would be our emphasis on originality, that we always wanted to have. We kept striving to develop a Grenadian sound. And that came from the period we were in, the early 70s into the 80s, when reggae was just exploding. You had Bob Marley coming onto the scene around the same period. You had Third World experimenting on the other side, so reggae going in two different directions at the same time. In North America, you had funk music moving into disco music. And then in the Caribbean, you had soca from Lord Shorty, 1973, 74, 75. So there was this whole trust of original songs in Barbados. You had, I don't even know, something called spooge. That's a Bajan rhythm that was pioneered by a guy called Jackie Opal, who died at a pretty young age. So there was this originality, and we picked up on it and wanted also to have an original Grenada song. So once we started doing original music, then you would find that we would try to put our own stamp on it. And our stamp came from listening to the big bands of the day. We would play music from Earth, Wind and Fire and play music from the Commodores and those big brass bands of the period. So that's one, the strive for the original song. Beyond that, we had an emphasis on technology. Don, may he rest in peace, he was really into musical technology and at the forefront of the technology. And that was the period when the synthesizers were coming out. And you were now able to play orchestration and strings and so on the keyboard. So again, a lot of our music, if you listen to music carefully, you would hear those instruments being fused into the local music which you're doing. And therefore the sound of the band, as a song in itself now, irrespective of the songs, was different from what other bands were doing, because we were using the technology, we were using the outboard sound systems that we take for granted these days. when we started, you had all your instruments up on the stage, your amplifiers behind you. You turn it right up so they could hear it down in the hall. But that obviously is not the healthiest way to play music in the first place. And therefore, the whole question of having a stage set up where the music is just for the stage and then you're having the outboard gear, again, we were the ones who brought that into Grenada. So the whole approach to the music was very different from what was traditional in Grenada at the time. I think all those things added together gave you the Moss sound and the Moss identity.
And that was truly authentic.
Yes.
And it was something that Grenadians could appreciate as being their own.
Yes, definitely. We always tried from it, and the avenues for that as it emerged included the Calypso tent. So we were brought into Calypso in 1977 by a parliamentary representative in St. Andrews who wanted to provide an avenue for some of his Calypsonians in the area. People like African Teller, Timpo, and so on. And out of that experience, we realized that there was a lot of scope for strengthening the Grenada Calypso. And therefore, in 1978, we formed the Super Tent, where we worked with a limited number of Calypsonians, and we really focused on them, arranged the music properly, and so on. And then from there, in 81, we upgraded the Super Tent into the Calypso Castle, where you only had kings. And therefore, the music, again, was arranged, and we actually recorded the Calypsos in 1981. There is a vinyl album inside the Calypso Castle, where the top Calypsos of 81 from Moss International's Calypso Castle are featured. So the whole thing was to try to use it to improve what Grenada was doing. There was always this consciousness that we're Grenadian and we have to sound Grenadian. We can't be sounding like other people. And therefore we tried our best at all times to come up with something new, something different. Once we got down to working on the music.
And that sort of consciousness was played out not just through music locally, but it plays out in that geopolitical arena. Whether or not it was the black consciousness in the U.S., you had, and there were different groups, for instance, you had the Gypsies with the hippie movement, and so there was that prevailing sense of consciousness across the globe. In Grenada, it was ushered in through music, you say?
Well, through music, but remember also that was the period when we got into the Grenada Revolution.
Right.
The band was formed coming out of the strikes of 1974. We did a first album in 1978, and if you listen to some of the material on that first album, we have songs like Slaves Living in Luxury and those kinds of things. There was, again, this political consciousness of what was happening, and that came, some of it was influenced by what was happening in Jamaica. And what Marley was singing, what Third World was singing, 96 Degrees in the Shade, and that guy, Bunny Wailer, and these guys, they all influenced the thinking. And then out of the United States, you had the Black Consciousness movement. So yes, the whole approach of the global south, if that's what we call it these days, was one of decolonialization and independence and freedom. Marley sang about Zimbabwe when Zimbabwe was trying to become free. And then you had Redemption Song from Marley, Emancipate Yourself from Mental Slavery.
Right.
All these were the ethos, if I may use that word, of the day. And therefore it influenced your whole approach. Even West Indian cricket.
Right.
If you look at Beyond the Boundary, you would see Richards and Holding and Lloyd tell you one of the things that motivated them was that they were black players from a colonial society who were trying to beat the white master. And it was their way of asserting the blackness and the Caribbeanness and so on. So yes, that was the overall theme in those days, and it reflected itself in the music and other aspects of society.
It's interesting that you drafted cricket into it, and at least, and I'm happy that you've done that, so that at least Muddy and Squeezehead, of course, well, not necessarily Muddy, he doesn't care too much about sports anyway, but Squeezehead, who follows cricket every now and again. I'm not sure you remember, Don, Under Fire, when the West Indies, at the same point you're making, when they went to Australia, and in the days when you had Lily, and everybody Australian crowd, what is it they were chanting? Kill, kill, kill. And you think back about it and you wonder how that ever survived in a sporting arena. That sports, which is now a vehicle that stamps out racism and all of that. Not too long ago, it was the very same vehicle. When they saw it was not equal, men playing a sport equally, but it was blacks against the white. But thus it was. When they got kill, 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 and they all came back all demoralized, we got the birth of the four horsemen. Yeah, but that's another story for those die-hard cricket fans like what's his name? He's probably up and about following cricket somewhere anyway. Pele Dabo.
Yeah.
I'm sure Pele is one of the few Grenadians.
He's probably watching the match now.
He's probably watching. Pele is a man of sport. He's in fact a man of sport, and he's following that. So, gentlemen, the two younger gentlemen. So we've heard from Leon. He's talking about the ethos, the birth, music being a vehicle that had the calypsodian was the vessel through which it was expressed. There was always, and Kaiso was always that, like that. Do you still feel the same way about yourself as artists and musicians? Squeeze that.
Sometimes. I still find now, how I should put it. Give me the question again.
Do you feel a sense of responsibility for the music that you sing? I'm just flipping it a bit, but I mean, it actually heads the same place.
Yes, sometimes. Because the music what we sing today, I can't classify with. I mean, as we said in the first, with in terms of the lyrics that we're singing now, to back then, I think it changed. You have a few changes.
Well, changes,
based on the music, like how we sing it now. Because basically when I sing it on based on how I live, based on my life, based on what I just do, and what I'm seeing all day.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Leon, is that a total contrast to the music now? He say, but before I get to you, Leon, hold on, let me get it. But do you agree when you sing? What inspires you?
What inspires me in music? I would say everything inspires me, because I'm not just a soca artist per se. I listen to all different type of music, and just me being a creative mind, a creative person, I always try to come across new ways to tell a story. You know, I don't see myself just as an artist singing, but like painting pictures as well in the music, you know. So, but not every time you would get a picture perfect song, right? Because Grenada, sometimes they don't like the whole picture perfect. They like a lot of stupidness sometimes. Yeah. So we just incorporate it inside.
Who likes stupidness? Grenadians?
All of us.
All of us.
I mean, we like good thing. We like good thing. I ain't gonna lie. But then sometimes we like to have a little fun, a little raw fun that is not really, as we would say, accepted by the bigger diaspora. But we in Grenada have thing where we like to do it different. You know, so
Leon, you've seen some shifts there from your generation to now.
Yes and no. I think the interesting thing of what your Squeezette, Squeezette said was that he sees things, he sings as he sees it.
Yeah.
Right.
So at one level, he's still reflecting the society.
Okay.
Facts. I think the issue we have is that the society has changed. And that the values of the society, which probably in our period was more collective, was more focused on the overall national political development.
Right.
in the last few years, I think it's fair to say it has become a lot more internalized, internal looking, more selfish, more my personal thing, me. So, whereas we would have sat back and looked at the big society and say, well, there's a problem at this level.
Right.
He's looking back and says, there's a problem at my level. And what I want to do is...
So he addresses it from a personal perspective.
From a personal perspective.
So would it be wrong on my part? And I'm having this honest conversation because very often I knock you, the younger generation, for singing some things, Leon, that I just can't, my brain just can't process.
I have the same problem.
Honestly, my brain just can't. I just stop and go like, what? I remember there was a song, I remember Lava came out with it in the early days of Lava. That took me 2 years after. A school child. He's standing in the market and what was it he was singing? My woman, you know, have a man, you know, she. It took me 2 years, Leon, because I'm hearing this guy and he just songs as words banging on a drum that's giving me a headache. What is he saying? I have no idea. And almost 2 years later, a school child is standing up and I told him, I said, stop, slow down, schoolboy. And he's watching me like, tell me the words. And very often that it seems, but that's what it sounds to me. But you make a very important point that very often we, because of this experience and a number of different factors, so you were singing through what you are experiencing in life. But Leon, who am I to tell a man what to experience, how to express what he's gone through?
Yeah,
that would be selfish of me, wouldn't it?
You could take a page of a Specky, you know, because you could see Specky doing it too. If you look at Inspector, no,
right,
not Specky back then, based on what he's singing now, because he's trying to fit in.
Specky trying to fit in?
Yeah, in with the time. With the time. So,
you all need to show Uncle some respect, man.
Yeah, no, sure, yes, same respect.
Always.
But you have to fit in with us because we don't win easy.
Okay, this is good.
Yeah.
Well, one of the issues, though, I would love to hear comments on it, is not just the lyric. I mean, we talk about the lyric here, but the music. Because as you listen to the music these days, the music has become very repetitive.
Patterns.
And it's just based on patterns and not really based on progressions and chord structures and arrangements and orchestration and so on. And I'm curious as to why you've gone that route. And
why have you guys gone that route?
Job.
The job is all about rhythm.
Yeah.
You know, that bounce, that constant chipping.
Right. And
you have to, sometimes to get them infused to what you're doing, you have to keep putting it in the head. That is why, I mean, I don't do it a lot, but that is why we have a lot of repetition in music, you know. Because as you say with the Lava song, you didn't learn it till years after. You know, sometimes he could have just said it a couple more times in the song and then you would have get it.
Possibly, or maybe it could be, and I'm happy, it could be, Leon, that because there's always this stigma from the older generation, anything that we do not get at first intake, we tend to dismiss it as being nonsensical. Could that is that part of what you guys you get a feeling you face that as young artists?
Yeah, we do.
That pushback from the next generation, the previous generation.
Yeah. It's like you would drop a song right now and it wouldn't get no type of attention, but then in the next 6 months, that's the only thing people want to hear. You know, like there's times when I went to Soca Monarch with a song that wasn't really playing or wasn't really out there like that, but then the next year, that's all they want to see me perform.
You have an example?
Well, Stagger Party, for example. Stagger Party was a song that I went to that was in 2019, and I didn't make it to Soca Monarch that year. I make it to the semifinals, but I didn't make it to the finals. And even today, in 2024, like that song is a favorite from when I perform it, and it wasn't appreciated on the year that it was that it was done, you know, and that has a lot to do with people hearing a song for the first time and not really grasping it until like later on, or till a couple other people bring that song to them again.
Oh, okay.
You know,
Delayed reaction. Leon?
Yeah, we've seen that. We've seen that. There are lots of times the songs that are big after Carnival are not the ones that are big during Carnival.
Superfly Flint.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember he been with a song.
from a while.
Yeah, for a
He's
while.
been around a while.
Yeah. He been in Groovy, I think. Yeah, he been in Groovy with this song the year before.
And this year,
This year was
is like
yeah.
the song. People appreciate the song so much more now than they did when he was in there. You know.
Yeah.
How do you deal with that as an artist, though? Do you start casting aspersions? What's wrong with these people?
No. That's when we realized that music bigger than competition. So, as Iconic could always tell me in studio, always focus on study to do promote do good music instead of just focusing on the competition part. Yeah.
I have one indictment against a good portion of the younger artists.
Yeah.
That most of your music tends to focus on the rum theme.
Yeah.
Ben a girl, juke a girl, drink a rum.
True.
That is the mass.
Yeah,
I guess. You know.
But I mean, at we stage in music, when we come to stage, all we want to see is mass.
The action.
The action.
We known for that type of performance.
Because if we look back at Muddy and Squeezed, for the past few years, we haven't do much groovy pattern. It's only up tempo, up tempo music.
So you just give it to people what they want.
Yeah, that is what they expect from me. So that's what we give them. But sometimes we could surprise them though. Yeah, you could surprise them. Yeah.
Leon, you've seen that transition. Let's go back to Calypso. Calypso is the birth, the base. If there's you take away Calypso, there's no groovy, there's no power soca. Some people, the older generation, accept and understand that. Do you get the sense, though, that the younger generation, that they appreciate the fact that without Calypso, the art form is totally dead?
Well, I haven't been at the 10th level for the last few years, so I can only comment based on what I've seen and what I've heard on the radio. And I must admit that last year, I thought it pretty significant that a number of the soca artists were coming into the Calypso arena. And I think that answers your question, that there seems to be a growing realization, and I would love to hear Muddy and Squeeze's view on that, a growing realization that it's really one art form.
There's no separation.
And there's no separation. I mean, I am one who, quite honestly, had tremendous difficulties when we had this, what I call artificial split, which we even have now, that Soca Monarch was for the fast calypsos and Dimashka was for the prez, the anthem. for this. Because that took away from, I think, the creativity of the Calypsonian. Because the traditional approach, and I'm not saying that it has to be stuck too hard and fast, but the traditional approach was that the Calypsonian would do one for the road and one which showed the ability to comment and interpret what's happening in the society more broadly. Something mid-tempo, what we call groovy right now. And then we lost that. And I think we're losing that. We also lost Dimashka, because Dimashka became very, very boring. I mean, I don't know if you know the days when Dimashka was
a hub of
excitement.
Yeah.
The show's supposed to start at 8 o'clock, but the Queen's Park, the street was small, was filled by 5, 6 o'clock in the afternoon, and the place is buzzing.
And there was that sense of anticipation
and
that something good is going to happen.
Yeah, and all the songs were not very slow songs. There were songs of varying tempos. You had artists with different styles.
Right.
So you have a Wizard with one style, a Jammer with one style, Squeezy with another style, Eggies with another style, and so on. But now when you go to the Mashga, all you're hearing are calypsos that all sung alike.
Yeah.
You know, I think that separation has resulted in us losing a lot of the essence of what we're trying to do with the art form. And I'm really hoping that the advent of the younger soca artists into the calypso would give us that ability to hear more variety and to see more creativity coming back into the calypso competition than we've had. I think we've lost a decade with calypso, quite frankly. But we have an opportunity, I think, and I hope that we can continue to encourage the younger artists to come back into the calypso, not to leave the soca, but to do both and crossover.
Buddy, your thoughts?
I definitely owe Grenada a year of calypso, because personally, even in my young age, I still view Ajamo as one of the greatest things that ever passed.
Right.
When it comes to creating music and on a whole in Grenada, you know. So, and even like Ajamo is someone that I speak to, as well as Rootsman Kelly, and they always tell me, like, you should come and do a thing. I personally, I sang a couple songs that they liked, and they viewed it as more social commentary. That is what they came to me about the calypso vibes. But calypso, like you said, like, he has that sound right now, and I just typically thought that was the sound of calypso.
Yeah.
You know? But so this, what you saying right now, it's information to me.
Okay.
It gives me a sense of relief that I could go inside there and probably bring a different taste, a different vibe, you know? And that's nice.
Squeeze that?
Yeah. Good. Same one more is, but Tangala was one of my favorite.
Yes.
Yeah, Tangala was one. I think Tangala was different than the rest.
Remember when we went to Grenada Day a couple years back, and Tangala was on the show, Ajama was on the show, and Tangala pulled me aside and had a long conversation with me, like after my performance and stuff. So that was one person that I was really grateful that I got to speak to him, converse with him and things.
Quite interesting, interesting. Folks, the conversation is, and it's good having this conversation that you hear it from different perspectives. Because very often it is easy just to say, well, the younger artist X, Y, Z, but Leon, we hear, and we recognize it. They're probably not saying anything different. Maybe just coming from a different channel, different tempo. They're using a different device to get it out. That's what they're using. We'll take a quick commercial. When we come back, here's what we're going to do. Leon, we have to talk about the anniversary. There's a number of events that is set for the anniversary. We have to rock the box. We're going to officially rock the box. If you guys have not rocked the box before, we tell you how we rock the box. It's going to be my fan club against the rest of each and every one of you to see whether or not you're as good as you say, or whether or not JC just rules on Thursday night. We'll take a quick commercial break and we'll be right back.
Rock the box, we say, GBN, we say, arts and culture living, Rock the box, we say, I'm telling you, rock the box, rock the box.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time has come for Grenada to laugh again. Heritage Theatre presents Spice Laugh Comedy Bash 2024. Saturday, June 22nd and Sunday, 23rd June at the Trade Center in Grandance. And on Sunday, 30th June at the Deluxe Cinema in Grenville. Showtime, 7 p.m. every time. Featuring some of Grenada's best ambassadors of comedy. Robert White.
I will line up behind the yellow for 9 elections straight. I changed all them time to lose the last election. Why? Because I'm always on the losing side.
Dillion Walters.
McQueen I couldn't take. I don't tell Molly didn't know.
Kareem Alexis, and other outstanding comedic performances, all coming to knock you off your seats with laughter. Get your tickets now. Bring out the entire family. Tickets are $60. It's time for Spice Laugh Comedy Bash 2024.
The place go flood with laughter.
Rock the box, rock the box, rock the box, rock the box. Whoa, whoa. Rock the box, we say, yeah.
Well, what did the spider say to the fly? Welcome to the jungle. Welcome back to all of our viewers, those of you that are on Facebook, wherever you are, we say thanks for being part of the conversation. In studio, we have the man himself, Leon Charles, we have Muddy, we have Squeezehead. We're going to rock the box. Muddy and Squeezehead, they're going to perform for us a bit later on as we come for last lap. Leon is going to talk about the fact that Moss International is celebrating 50, and has been a journey that has really, that comes to reflect all things Grenadian. But we're going to rock the box, and this is how we're going to rock the box. Now, I'm going to select a musical video. I'll select a musical video. You guys can either decide that you want to go as a team or you want to go individually. Whichever one rocks your boat, I am in. But either way, we're going to play your music, your video. I play mine, and the general public is going to decide who rocks the boat, rocks the box, rocking the box on a Thursday night. So you have to decide now. Now, you guys want to go together?
Excuse me, what you want to do? Together?
Or y'all want to split and see whichever one of you could go against JC? Decide.
Excuse me.
We all go together.
You all go together?
We always together, so.
Okay, good. You all sticking together on a Thursday night.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Now, so you're going to pick your video. Pick your video.
Yeah.
I'm going to pick mine. Yeah? So by default, Don goes with me. Yeah?
Leon.
And what Leon. So by default, Leon, you're fine with that?
Yeah, sure.
You're going with me. You're riding with me. So Leon is riding shotgun with me. You guys going together.
Yeah.
I'm a gentleman. You're in my studio. I'm going to give you I do the honorary thing of allowing you to pick your selection first. Say to the studio control, what is the song that you have? They're going to play it, and we're going to respond. I'm going to take it from there.
What song are you going with, excuse me?
What song you guys want to go with?
Is one of our songs?
Well, I mean, I would think reasonably that you would want to do that.
Okay.
But if you want to rock with somebody else's song, I mean.
If I had to rock the box right now, I would go with Bongo Mass.
Bongo Mass.
Yeah, Muddy Bongo Mass.
There's a video on YouTube for that?
Yeah.
Okay, so Kellon, Muddy Bongo Mass, that's what they're going to go with.
Official video.
That's your official video. That's what you're going with. Yeah. Here's what I'm going to go with. I'm just going to play right.
Let me see if you're cheating. Let me see what you have up your sleeve.
No. My selection, it's turbocharge. So Kellon, find my selection. Remember, I'm going turbocharge. Yeah? That's what I'm going with.
Yeah.
Mass Bongo. All right. So Kellon, as soon as you find it, let me know.
He did me dirty that time.
Okay. So Bongo Mass is good going first. Remember, the general public, they get a chance to vote, and they're going to call in and do that. So Bongo Mass, that's the selection from Mr. Coffee and Mr. Hazard. Let's do this.
Style, walk up, mine. Chaka, change, dab up, aisle. Me heart race.
And give us some volume on the inside.
Yeah, man, I've been waiting, I've been waiting, I've been contemplating. Wow, the thing take me. I feel what a master to Bongo Ross. They know we kick it on me while upstairs. This my spot to Bongo Ross. Watch out, I don't know until we climb on first. What a master spot to Bongo Ross. Show me your banners, let me see your banners. This my spot to Bongo Ross. Show me your banners, let me see you. Na. It's not complicated. This type of master me crazy. I'm just feeling amazing. Just look at how many people behaving. We don't behaving. And when the morning come, you know the mask are done. The place wake up, everything shake
Okay,
up.
Kellogg.
You gotta love it 'cause it's different.
As
A
their
man
selection,
dance with the
Bongo
liberty.
Man.
What a master, Bongo Ross. They know we kick.
Okay, so good. You're wondering if I was going to play fair? I always play fair. I'm a gentleman by heart. Of course I'm going to play fair. We had to promote the music. So that's your selection. My selection. I'm going back to the year, what was it, 2014? It was. We're going to turbocharge the place, Kellon. We're going to turbocharge the place. That's my selection as we rock the box on the Thursday. Reminding you, when we're through, we're going to open up the telephone lines. We continue the conversation, but we open the telephone lines so you'll tell us exactly who is rocking the box. Did you guys do a video for it? For turbocharge? Was there a video? No. If not, you
We
probably have to take the live performance. Yeah, take the live performance. Live performance.
That's cheating, man.
You wanted to ask prior. You were entitled to ask the questions prior. That's the moral of the story. You don't just jump in and then say, oh, not like that. No. So we're going to take the performance from Soca Monarch. Yeah, turbocharge. I tell you, there's two things that actually stood out to me in... We good to go? You probably may have to take it forward a bit, because we don't want all the long intro. Yeah? Let's go. Give us some volume. Well, was it Ras Bongo? Then right now we turbocharge and we're getting ready to go. So we leave that there. Again, the number on this is going to be on the screen, 440-1252. That's the number that you call, and you just got to vote. Tell us what is your selection, yeah? Which way you are going to go. So there is Muddy Squeezehead. That's their selection with Mas Bongo, and of course, Bongo Mas. And I did them the honorary thing to give them one of their own songs. So at the end of the day,
I feel like you set up a trap, but
no, look beyond. Look beyond. There's no setup here. There is no setup here. So Carolina, as soon as we get the phone lines ringing, you are going to let me know. But guys, tell me, what's happening? Soca Carnival seasons, literally, we are on the heels of Spice Month's launch has taken place. What's happening with you all?
Well, you know, we've been in the studio 24/7. So, you know, well, I always say 24/7 because, you know, I work and I come from work. I go home, get changed, head to the studio.
Right.
So it's music. So I mean, look out for something from Maudie and squeeze it every week, leading up to Carnival.
Every week?
Yeah, every week from now on.
We cut it off after a certain point though, because we don't want to be releasing songs too close, you know, because we want a little. Let them get familiar a little bit. But for this season so far, I mean, Dirty Life is having an amazing season, I won't lie. Like right now, Talk of the Tongue, you know, everything we hit right now. The Songling, and we having a good season. It's nice, it's nice. It's a good feeling.
Quite interesting.
Yeah.
We had a caller on the line. Good evening, caller. Hello, caller.
Yes, good evening.
Hi, how are you?
Fine.
Where you calling from?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Who's rocking the box?
Muddy.
Muddy. Okay, wonderful. Okay, you off and running. If you know you have weight, you don't have good foot, you take. Right, wonderful.
I'll take it.
So get the number on the inside, 440-1252. We're gonna decide who is rocking the box. Leon, while we at it though, the guys are going to be doing their do, and they're going to perform first later on. But Leon, talk to me. They, for Moss International, celebrating 50. There is a pipeline of events that's a pressure that's bust pipe. Thank God, at least you guys are managing the valve as good as Nawasa is still doing, although we're in the rainy season. Let's put those plans for that 50th celebration into perspective.
Okay, thanks for the opportunity to share on this. We're doing 3 events as part of a Moss International Reunion 50th anniversary celebration.
Right.
And like any anniversary celebration, obviously we try to pick out some of the high points of what we would have done over the 50 years. So we're starting with that Calypso Castle reunion show at the Deluxe Cinema on July 6th, Saturday, July 6th. And at that show, we will be highlighting some of the big songs that came out of the castle, if I may put it that way. We've had, for example, Road March in 1987, Squeezy to Cock a Hole, he'll be singing that. We had Darius with my musical instrument, people playing their ass, and so on. We have people like Wizard, who was part of the tent. We have Randy Isaac, and so on. So a lot of the big names who were part of the tent and who have become part of traditional Grenada Calypso, probably some people don't even know they were in the tent, will be on that show. And we're doing that show, we're formatting it like a traditional tent. So we'll have the MC, we'll have the interactions with the audience, we'll have giveaways, we may even have some extempo, etc. as part of the show. So that's this Saturday, July 6th. Then in addition to the tent, the band was also a dance band, as you know. So on the 13th, at Pier 57, we're doing a party, a Moss International Live Dance. That will be from 8 p.m. and Castle Show 8 p.m. also. And that will feature the band in playing music for dancing. However, the price includes food, so it will be a kind of event where you could sit down and listen to the band or get up and go to the dance floor and enjoy yourself. And what we'll be doing there is a cross-section of music through the years. So we'll pick up music from the 70s, come forward to current music, and we'll be playing that alongside some of the original stuff, which we'll be doing. That will be the Saturday, and then Sunday, we'll be meeting. Over the years, and a lot of our fans got accustomed to it. On weekends when we were idle, we would just decide we'll go and play on, set up in the car park and play.
Just like that?
Just like that.
Okay.
So, it wasn't even advertised beyond word of mouth, but trust me, the crowds came because the word spread, Moss play in the car park Sunday, and that kind of thing. So we're doing that street party on that day, off a truck, and at the car park in Grenville. We're would like to do a one lap around Grenville to close it off.
Right.
But that has implications for traffic and so on. So we've applied for the permissions, but we haven't yet finalized whether we'll do the jump up around town. But we definitely have the permissions to do the street party on the street of Grenville on the Sunday evening. So these are the three big events. The street party obviously is free. The Calypso Castle is $50, and the Pier 57 is $200 with food. And tickets are on sale at all the popular outlets, Gittins Pharmacy, all outlets throughout the country, Heather's Boutique in St. George's, and Angel's Pharmacy in Grenville, and so on. And it's also on sale online at Eventbrite. So persons, we're inviting you to come out, participate in one or all of the events. We have, because it's 2 weekends apart, Calypso Castle first weekend, Pier 57 second weekend, and then street party to close it off on the Sunday evening.
Did you guys ever think or foresee that the brand, Moss, in the brand, that it would have sustained itself, and 50 years later we still having this kind of conversation of its relevance?
That's a good question. We had a vision that we wanted the music to last.
Right.
I think that's the first thing. So that, Squeeze had made the point earlier that when he's in the studio, his producer tells him, make good music. And one of the first things they told us, we did our first album in Trinidad. And before we started, the engineer said, guys, what you're going to be doing here is going to last forever.
Right.
And that stayed with me. Because it means that once the recording is done, it's something that continues. One of the challenges we've had here in Grenada is the question of copyrights. And one of the things that Don and so were working on, but we never really got it successfully implemented, was to set up a copyright organization of Grenada. Because that would give your music the ability to sustain you over time into the future. So yes, we had the understanding that what we're doing has potential for becoming part of the legacy of Grenada music.
Right.
But we never bothered ourselves about how long it would last. I mean, we love the music, we were playing music because we were enjoying the music.
Right.
And we were recording the music, so we knew it was documented. And we were looking for ways to ensure its sustainability over time. I think we were lucky in terms of the music continuing this long, based on two trends, I think, which evolved. One was that some artists decided that they were going to follow a pickup on the jab rhythm.
Right.
And we have to credit Rhythm Mix, for example, who immediately after with the Jambalasi rule began to play jab music.
Right.
And then the Calypsonians like Talpri, and then the younger generation. Alongside that, jab has become a thing in Grenada, where it's something almost like something you have to do to become recognized as a carnival reveler. In Grenada, you have to play jab. If you don't play jab, you never play carnival. That kind of thing has happened, and therefore that has created additional demand for jab music. And then we've had the success outside of Grenada of people like Talpri and so on. So a lot of these things have happened since we've released Jambalasi Rule, not because of us, but because it's just the dynamics of the society. And alongside that, you have Ian has set up the Jambalasi Productions,
right,
which is also dedicated to preserving and advancing the music as well as the culture. So a number of trends have emerged, which we couldn't have predicted, but which have used the platform of Jambalasi Rule to be able to further promote this whole concept of the jab as a Grenadian thing, and it's going places.
Is it true to say that jab is something authentically Grenadian, or is it that we gravitated and adopted something that we knew was there and we've made it ours? What would your response, what would your argument be?
That's an interesting question. Trinidad would tell you that they've had the Blue Devils ever since. But I think jab is rooted in communities. When we were growing up in and around Grenville, one of the ways I knew Carnival was coming was in the month before Carnival. I would hear the jab bands practicing outside the road, going down the road in the night. So a number of communities had the jab band. You had the Ladig band, you had the Pyland band, you have the Paradise, Paraclete, Moncton, name them, just around where we were staying in Grenville. So, and each of them had the jab bands as part of their community culture. So, what we've grown up with in Grenada, I think, is unique to the Grenadian community. There are, as far as I understand, similar celebrations in Trinidad, in Martinique, in Guadeloupe, and so on, which probably, and I'm speculating here because I've never researched them, is also rooted in their community. So it may be part of a tradition that's emerged in different countries based on the common African heritage.
Right.
But so I don't think that what we're doing in Grenada is a copy of what happened elsewhere. I think it's our own unique Grenadian jam.
We've added that to it.
But it's similar to the experience of, if you want to say, the African diaspora in the Caribbean, based on the way they experienced slavery and responded to slavery.
It's interesting you say that. I can't remember where I read it or where I saw it, but there was some reference that was being made to the same way we played the jab in Grenada, that there is some part in Africa, Ethiopia it was, where it was almost, they did it the same way, blacking themselves, and then you start realizing, wow, the world is a small place, and you get to realize that the music, the jab as we know it, it is a vibration that goes beyond you and I. And as Squeezehead said, the artist needs to realize that he would never be bigger than the art form. The art form always stands at the helm. We'll take a quick commercial break. When we come back, you all better take off your flip-flops and get into your dancing mode, because we're going to clear hair out and we're going to do our do. We take a quick commercial break. Squeezehead, Muddy, and the man Leon Charles, as we're discussing all things Moss International as they celebrate 50, and Muddy and Squeezehead, they're getting ready for Carnival 2024. We'll be right back.
Rock the box, we say, yeah. GBN, we say, arts and culture living, yeah. Rock the box, we say.
Where are you come out? Where are you from? How was leave free promotion? It is all budget. Somebody send out the warning.
Spend $50 or more at any Hubbard's department or participating outlets for a chance to win free fuel, free drinks, free prizes, free property and vehicular insurance, free Hub TV and internet, free electricity, free coke, free water, free cooking gas, free paint supplies, free Dutch Lady milk, free passes to Sunshine promotion events for 2024, free groceries, all for one whole year, and every winner receives a free lunch package. But that's not all. Drive away in style in a brand new Isuzu D-Max. It sits, it doesn't guzzle. So fill out your entries and place them into the marked entry boxes. This promotion is brought to you in part by Dutch Lady, Danny, Promo, Supreme Bleach, Creative Chef, Grenlac, Floor, Salt Petroleum, Grenadian General Insurance Company Limited, Coca-Cola, Sunshine Promotion, Caribberies, Guap Bag, Sesame Spain, and Food Fear. Promotion runs from April 2nd to December 24. Terms and conditions apply.
Are you looking for a reliable, affordable, and customer-friendly pharmacy? Look no further than Hills and Valley Pharmacy, the nation's leading healthcare products and services provider. We are committed to serving you at convenient locations. Find an extensive and affordable selection of prescription and over-the-counter drugs and medical supplies at Church Street, Hillsborough, Carriacou, Jubilee Street, Grenville, St. Andrew, near the bus terminal, and Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George. Our committed team is always available to offer valuable assistance for managing your health and wellness. Discover the additional benefits of our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street and our Medcare Center on Grenville Street, where we provide in-house physiotherapy, massage therapy, doctor consultations, and eye care services. Our commitment is to satisfy all your healthcare needs, including competitive prices, loyalty rewards, and special discounts for seniors. Contact us at 435-6904 and WhatsApp 535-4734. Choose Hills and Valley Pharmacy. Remember, your health is our business.
Coming up, it's a summer of style as top designers and their creations hit the catwalk with a Caribbean twist. The World Cup has rolled into town with on-field excitement and beyond-the-boundary thrills in Trinidad and Tobago. Getting married? Honeymooning? Barbados is your top option for an eventful experience. It's Caribbean Passport, right here on this station.
This moment is all that I've been dreaming of. Well, focus.
Cricket, lovely cricket, as we bring you ball-by-ball commentaries of the T20 World Cup. The Cut and Drive Network, in association with this radio station, are pleased to be a part of the excitement. Join me, Andrew Mason, as I lead a team of top-class cricket commentators right through to the finals on June the 29th at the historic Kensington Oval. Cricket, lovely cricket, on this radio station. You got a date, so don't be late.
This moment is all that I've been dreaming of. Well, focus.
Records at the traffic department shows that a total of 1,447 accidents were reported for the year 2012, which includes 3 road fatalities. 2,946 accidents were reported for the year 2022, which includes 8 road fatalities. This is a significant increase of 104%. This is alarming. When a family tragically loses a loved one, does it matter whether by means of a gun or a motor vehicle? To avoid accidents, drivers and pedestrians alike must exercise extreme caution when using the road.
Mention the wing high, then you have things like manuals, cross combat, you know. We have the low power there.
It is kind of like the same man, and it's just different name for the same kind of thing.
And last but not least, I just want to say to all the men who saw me, call me, and ask for a piece of cake. I'm baking this weekend.
Join us Fridays at 8 on GBN Television, K105 FM, GBN's Facebook page, and YouTube channel for We Culture.
Looking for that injection of vibes and energy, of course? Well, I've got just that. Hi, my name is Gary Mr. Smooth, and I'm inviting you to join me on the Hot Morning Show on Hot 98.5, 98.7 FM. Weekdays, Monday to Friday, 6 to 10 in the morning. I've got a healthy dose of your favorite and most infectious hits sampled with information, news, laughter, and all the other ingredients that go into making the hottest morning show on the radio. The Morning Heat. And while you're at it, don't forget to hit us up on WhatsApp, 435-7517. We've got topics, we've got discussions, calls, voice notes, and so much more. But I can't tell you everything. You gotta tune in. The Hot Morning Show on Hot FM 98.5, 98.7 with yours truly, Gary Mr. Smooth. Kaboom!
Thursday afternoon in a 60 zone. This 34-year-old motorcyclist was on his way home. It's our job to work out why he never got there. The rider broke his neck on impact here, having crashed into this car that was turning right. By analysing the impact, we know he hit the car at 30 kilometres per hour, and these marks on the road tell us that he skidded for 21 metres, having braked hard here. When he first reacted, he was doing 68. But let's change one small thing. At 60, the driver would have had more chance to see him properly. He'd have stayed in control and reached this point a moment later. The car would have cleared his path and he'd be home by now. You decide on your speed. The physics decides whether you live or die.
Tiny ride on. We slippery, so we never take no tie down. We going down in the Juve, down in the Juve. Dirty, oh like muddy, wow, oh like squeeze head. Down in the Juve, down in the Juve, down in the Juve. Have on something, down in the Juve, down
Well, welcome back, folks. It's about JC. We're getting ready to go full flight with this one. But just to keep you up to speed, for those of you that's probably following the ICC cricket, Bangladesh, they're currently 84 for 4 against Australia in the 13th over. So Bangladesh against Australia, they're currently 84 for 4. Well, India, they came away with a 47-run victory against Afghanistan. Scores in the match, India 181 for 8, Bangladesh bowled out for 134. So victory by 47 runs. And in case you're wondering here, well, the Windies women, they're in action this evening. Well, tonight that is, our time, they play in the final match of the ODI series against Sri Lanka. Yeah, Hayley Matthew, she's out for this one. She's done one out, but certainly that's what's happening on the international front. Well, right here in studio, we're about to do this. They're both in studio with us. They're about to take flight. We're currently at about 75,000 feet. Money and Squeeze Head is going to take it to about 100,000. When we get there, we crash the whole thing and pretend that nothing happened. Soca Monarch, Grenada, Jab Jab People, presented. They're live in the studio, up here in the Icebox. Mudhead.
Down in the Juve, down in the Juve, down in the Juve. Down in the Juve, down in the Juve, down in the Juve. We making a mess with all our take job, take job. We playing a mess with all our take job, take job. We busting our sweat with all our take job, take job. No action we getting all our.
Watch, we going down in the Juve, down in the Juve, down in the Juve.
Dab up something.
Down in the Juve, down in the Juve, down in the Juve.
Dirty something.
Down in the Juve, down in the Juve, down in the Juve. We going down in the Juve, down in the Juve, down in the Juve.
Listen to me, we going down in the Juve.
Hey, hey, hey.
All the mood, hey, hey, hey. We unruly, dirty and hoodie. We all in a bucket eating saltfish like we hungry. And one thing about way,
hear me, we never get afraid when the oil come. Full up a block like they did me in the oil drum. We in a rage anytime the oil done. We slippery, so we never take no. Wow, we going down in the Juve. We going down in the Juve.
Dab up something.
Down in the Juve, down in the Juve, down in the Juve.
Dirty something.
Down in the Juve, down in the Juve, down in the Juve.
Dab up something.
Down in the Juve, down in the Juve, down in the Juve. We making a mess in all life.
Take job, take job.
We playing a mess in all life.
Take job, take job.
We busting and sweating all life.
Take job, take job.
The work so we getting all life. Hear me? Link up with them boss and them.
Party mash up, party mash up.
Me chances and us and them.
Party mash up, party mash up.
Tito and Slum and them.
Party mash up, party mash up.
We ready for the job again.
And we never get
afraid when the oil come.
When the oil come.
Up a block like they did me in the oil drum. We in a rage. Anytime the oil done. We slippery, so we never take no tie down. We going down in the Juve, down in the Juve.
Dab up something.
Down in the Juve, down in the Juve.
Dirty something.
Down in the Juve. We going down in the Juve.
Dab up
we
something.
going down in the Juve, down in the Juve, down in the Juve.
What we do?
We making a mess in all life.
Take job, take job.
We playing a mess in all life.
Take job, take job.
We busting and sweating all life.
Take job, take job.
Don't act so we getting all life. Down in the Juve, down in the Juve.
Dab up something.
Down in the Juve, down in the Juve.
Dirty something.
Down in the Juve, down in the Juve, down in the Juve. We going down in the Juve, down in the Juve, down in the Juve. Hey, hey. We making a mess in all life.
Take job,
take job.
Hear me out. My name is Mori, and I was born as Salop.
People favorite
but you
song.
see, I like to keep my things secret, so I don't like no man that like to call up my name, call up my name like Bud. Them man they will give you Bud.
Sing, stop calling my name. Everybody out there see me with you telling people that's my woman. Stop calling my name. Talking about all you see me out. See me with who? Someone paying all you. Yo, stop calling my name. All you too wicked and fast to bongo mass class and I'm begging all you. Yo, stop calling my name. All you too wicked and fast. Tell me now, I am not a saint. I feel to hold all your tongue and twist it.
Twist it.
The way how all your fasting people business.
Wicked.
Human so good at telling all you the truth. You could only swear for you, lad. People wicked. People do easy, people of them mischief. She gone by she man and they post up she missing. They are the wife and they are the missus. But they see me hug my friend and they saying we kissing. Stop calling my name. Yo, everybody out there see me with you telling people that's my woman. Stop calling my name. Talking about all you see me out. See me with who? Someone
someone paying all your. Yo, stop calling my name. All you too wicked and fast to bongo mass class, and I'm begging all you. Stop calling my name. All you too wicked and fast. I am not a saint, so me cock it up in a the corner. Holy lights and we like war. But me no care about, cause it don't matter what you do. People talking about you. People know easy, people love the mischief. She can buy she man and they post up she missing. They are their wife and they are their missus. But they see me hug my friend and they saying we kissing. Stop calling my name. Yo, everybody ought to see me, we start telling people that's my woman. Stop calling my name. Talking about all you see me out, see me with who? Someone paying all you. Yo, stop calling my name. All you too wicked and fast to bongo ras. And I'm begging all you. Yo, stop calling my name. All you too wicked and fast. Up in people business. Hear me now, I am not a saint. I feel to hold all your tongue and twist it. The way how all you fast in people business. Wicked. Humans so good at telling all you the truth. You could only swear for you, Lord. People wicked. People do easy, people love the mischief. She can buy she man and they post up she missing. What they do? They are their wife and they are their missus. Yo, but they see me hug my friend and they saying me kissing. Yo, stop calling my name. Yo, everybody all you see me, we start telling people that's my woman. Stop calling my name. Talking about all you see we out. See me with who? Someone paying all you. Yo, stop calling my name. All you too wicked and fast to bongo rat. And I'm begging all you. Yo, stop calling my name. All you too wicked and fast. Hear me now, I am not a saint. Calling my name. All you too wicked and fast to bongo rascal. And I'm begging all you. Stop calling my name. All you too wicked and fast up in people business. I am not.
The boss. Yeah, we must go charge.
Go on.
Dirty life. We turbo charge. Hear me now, the fed start. The place mad. One flash of rum. Me hit gun. Fall in the fed. Like raindrops. So when I lead, you follow me. Lord. As I reach in fed, I jumping up. Any girl I hold, I walking on. Don't come and tell me the party done. Cause I come in here to play mask. Cause right now we turbo charge. Right now we turbo charge. Say right now we turbo charge. Right now we turbo charge. Hatchan for the road. Hatchan for the stage. Tell not see bad man get out of you. Head gun. Right now we are race. I'm mashing up first. Anyway, me there could be any better playing a mass. I don't deal with mud, I don't deal with pet, I don't deal with oil. Nobody don't come and tell me behave cause this year we spoil. Why? Me energy pile, we don't enter the fat with oil. How's that Richie? Any girl I hold are walking on. Walking out. Don't come and tell me the party done. Why? Cause I come in here to play. Cause right now we inside soca on a pitch, we go and then we move from in the back and we're going right up into the front. Tell them for me, I said no bother try, cause them no bother done. As we touch down, we send it worldwide. Only one thing where they pan we mind. To see your fat this, watch this mass. Anything you want, anything you want, show it up. Anything you want, show it up. Anything you want, show it up. Where your rock, where your flag, anything you, where you. Now we go ramsack, we go mash up, we go destroy in our hair. This, now we drinking, now we wild out in our hair. Everything up in the air like hurricane. Mass up in our hair. Push the launch button now. Everything I to lift up. Everything I to lift up. Everything I to lift up. And we still charge up. Everything I to lift up. Everything I to lift up. Everything I to lift up. And we still charge up. Father God, please forgive me for what we go do to this place. Even though try to defeat we go still leave the place in I want everything not in the sky right down the mass so you know mass somebody cause when you see I watch this mass anything you want
Anything you want. I say anything you want. Where you run? Throw it up. Where you flag? Throw it anything up. You. Where you? No, we go rumsack, we go mash up, we go destroy now. Give me your hits, man.
RM473 dog, big flop,
hey.
Job energy.
GBN, I proud to be a job and I proud to be Grenadian. Hey, I am Grenadian. Of course we always up in the front. Of course we love we job and we love we rum. Of course we don't know how to behave. Of course we well equipped to mash up somebody's face. I am Grenadian. Yes, we head bad already. We love the rum and you know we life hard already. I am Grenadian. We the ordinary a girlfriend probably don't get. Why? Give me your hits, man. Let me get me head bad. 4 o'clock on the road, here comes the red van. If it's not oil, I go pass it like a exam. A blacker than the fella who sing the $3 bread song. And we get drunk and disorderly. To mash up places a part of we. Job never left the job all we go black the streets. I am Grenadian. Of course we always up in the front. Of course we love we job and we love we rum. Of course we don't know how to behave. Of course we well equipped to mash up somebody's face. I am Grenadian. Yes, we head bad already. We love the rum, cause you know we life hard already. I am Grenadian. Don't know we the ordinary. Your girlfriend probably don't get. Hey, you're whining on me, I'm whining on them. Job and Tolona. I don't know about you, I know about my friends. Walk up and Tolona. Pull up in a Corolla, not a Benz. Jam up and Corolla. All I know is must don't know about your friends. Watch, we get drunk and disorderly. To mash up places a part of it. Job chain never left the grease. Job all we go black the streets. I am Grenadian. Of course we always up in the front. Of course we love we job and we love we rum. Of course we don't know how to behave. Of course we well equipped to mash up somebody's face. I am Grenadian. Yes, we head bad already. We love the rum. You know we life hard.
Somebody said dirty life. Somebody said mass must play one way or the other. Well, I'm not sure what your plans are, but inviting you, those of you that's in the diaspora, plan your carnival, plan your holiday in Grenada. Letting you know that the GTA, they've also planned a carnival cool down in Carriacou. So the plan is once you're done with Grenada, you head to the Carriacou for a further explosive experience that represents who we are as Grenadians. Leon is going to join us back on the inside, but I want to know, you guys stay there because we getting ready to wrap though. But so who saw who with who, woman, and calling name and.
No,
I really want to know.
Let me tell you about this. Was an individual and just an experience of mine, a personal experience.
Well, I mean, I know it's a personal experience because that's what you all sing about. It is evident that's what you all sing about. So you were just hugging and they see you kissing?
Yeah.
Yeah?
You know that go. You know, you see a friend and you express some love, you know. I miss you, how you been? And they take it to a whole nother level and tell somebody how they see you doing a certain thing.
They tell a woman?
Yeah.
It's rough.
I'm in problems, I'm in trouble. I'm feeling bad.
Well, the job can handle that.
Yeah, man, the job can handle anything.
Job can handle that. So let's talk to me, because we're getting ready to wrap. Where can we see you? What are the plans? You already have that locked down, or you're still waiting to see what the season has to offer?
Well, all for now, right now we trending, you know, Dirty Life, the team trending. So we basically everywhere we putting in the groundwork for the season basically, and we outside. Catch me and Squeeze it outside at any time, and you know we might be at your front door singing a song.
Yeah, I mean right now it's no stopping. Now is the time we have to be on our feet.
Yeah.
You know, we have to promote we have to promote our music, and you know.
I see you also, well, I'm assuming as part of the brand, the product line, the Dirty Life. Talk to me about that.
Dirty Life, positive vibration. You know, we have merch, we doing merch. push out. So we get that. And yeah, the team outside and we doing, we putting in the work. And
so that's merchandise for sale. Where can persons get it? And at what cost? And I was just.
I would say you could just text me on Instagram, on social media. I will send you to the people to text.
Simple like that.
Simple like that.
So they can be part of the Dirty Life vibes. Dirty Life.
You know, positive vibration, because that is what the team is about.
But somebody may, out of curiosity, while you say Dirty Life, I get the sense that central to who you are is positivity.
Yeah.
There might be people that are just thinking, Dirty Life.
No.
Where's the positivity?
I would say Muddy came first before Dirty Life. So me having the name Muddy, it had nothing to do with music or whatsoever. But me having the name Muddy for a long while before, and just wanted something surrounding my team and what I was pushing. I just decided, because I'm a producer, so I decided to do Dirty Life production. So that's what it is. The team is Dirty Life team, and we have the production, we do videos, we do a lot of different things.
Nice. Keeping it positive.
Yeah, Dirty Life, but we heart clean.
Heart clean always.
Well, that's what's important. That's what's important. And certainly for Leon and the older generation, we would agree with that they keep your heart clean and you let the music take you wherever it can, Leon.
The music could open quite a lot of doors for you.
Right.
And I think your question is taking advantage of the opportunity.
Yeah.
What advice would you offer them, though? I mean, you've come from a different generation, you've seen the transformation, and you've seen what you gave birth to as a group, and how this younger generation is blossoming because of it.
I would probably make two suggestions. One is that you continue to be original. I think it's important. Once you start sounding like somebody else, the market leaves you behind. So you need to always be original. And I encourage you to put some effort into the musicality of your songs. Move beyond patterns to progressions. You have chords and so on. And the music should move beyond just a drum and a bass to also have orchestration. You have horn line, that live feel in it. So you build the musicality of what you're doing, and you be original. I think with those two things, you have the opportunities. I mean, social media gives you so many opportunities to promote your material. I wish they had that when we were around, quite honestly.
But it's interesting that you were talking about when in the late 70s, when you were talking about introducing technology. And you said that, and I smiled. And I'm like, introducing the technology that was available then. With this generation, you have technology that is at your fingertips. But it's interesting. The technology evolves. So, Leon, what you're saying, it just fits right into it. That you have to keep metamorphosizing. You can't stay one way.
That's important. You can't stay one way. You can't rest on your laurels. You have to keep looking for new ways to do it. And improve the music. In the outside world, people listen to the musicality. Also, it's more than just a drum and a bass. In the Caribbean diaspora, you may get over the drum and the bass. But if you want to go global, you need to broaden.
Take it to the next dimension. Well, one group, Moss International, they figured that out quite well, quite early. Remind the folks as we wrap, anniversary, Moss celebrates 50. 3 major events. That's part of that celebration package. Remind us.
Calypso Castle reunion on July 6th at the Deluxe Cinema Grenville. Dance party with Moss Live at Pier 57, July 13th. And then street party in Grenville, July 14th, Sunday afternoon from 5. You can get more information on Facebook. We also use the technology, even though Facebook, Instagram, and so on. And you can also access it through the Jambalasi Grenada pages and through the C4 pages also. So it's online. There's a lot of stuff you can get. And then the tickets are also available online through Eventbrite. and then also available at all the popular outlets in Grenada, Kitten's Pharmacy, St. Andrew's Pharmacy, and the rest of it.
And get your ticket while it is still available. Either way, one way, we get ready for Spice Mass 2024. They say mass must play. They say Grenada is the land of 100,000 jabs. And I'm not sure about that, but either way, the jab is part of who we are. And I know there's always going to be some argument, Leon, about whether or not, listen, it is what it is. If we have our roots from Africa, the jab has its roots from Africa. The jab will continue to be part of who we are. You don't necessarily have to walk around with it on your shoulder saying I'm a jab, but it has come to represent who we are as a people, and it is what it is. Again, remember, folks, check it out. Check out Moss International. Check out Ian. And if you're not sure how to find anybody related to Moss International, there's just one thing you can do. Give me a call, and I will hook you up with the team. Ian, that's 1% commission. For those of you that's online, I see there's an active viewership online. We say good evening to you. All it says, I see fire, flames, and it says dirty life. That's what I'm seeing on the live. Strictly dirty life. We're gonna go out with a bang. You guys are gonna take us home to you wherever you are. And again, just as an admonition for if you out there, you're a young artist that's looking for a platform, feel free. Give us a call here at the GBN. Thursday nights could be next Thursday, or any other Thursday leading up to Carnival could be you on stage right here in the Icebox. Until then, the Dirty Life crew and the Job Malassi crew, Moss International. Peace and love. Guys, let's take it home.
I rep 473 dog. Big flock, big job, energy dog. Let me get me hit bad. It's spring. I am Grenadian. Of course we always up in the front. Of course we love with jab and we love with rum. Of course we don't know how to behave. Of course we well equipped to mash up somebody. I am Grenadian. Yes, we head hard already. We love with rum and you know we life hard already. Don't know we do ordinary. Your girlfriend probably don't get raw. Be me a hits man, let me get me head bad. 4 o'clock on the road, here comes the red van. If it's not oil, I go pass it like a exam. I'm blacker than the fella who sing the $3 bread song. We get drunk and disorderly. To mash up places a part of it. Job chain never left the grease. Job oil, we go black the streets. I am Grenadian. Of course we always up in the front. Of course we love we jab and we love we rum. Of course we don't know how to behave. Of course we mash up somebody place. I am Grenadian. Yes, we head bad already. And you know we life hard already. I am Grenadian. No, we the ordinary. Your girlfriend probably don't get. Watch. Just whining on me, I whining on them. Jab and Tolo no. I don't know what you are, know about my friends. Walk up and Tolo no. Pull up in a Corolla, not a Benz. And Corolla. All I know is must don't know about your friends. What? We get drunk and disorderly. To mash up places a part of it. Job chain never left the grease. Job oil, we go black the streets. I am Grenadian. Of course we always up in the front. Of course we love we jab and we love we rum. Of course we don't know how to behave. Of course I am Grenadian. Yes, we head bad already. We love the rum and we know we life hard. I am Grenadian. We know ordinary. Yo. You me get me hit bad. 4 o'clock on the road, here comes the red van. If it's not oil, I go pass it like a exam. I'm blacker than the fella who sing the $3 bread song. We get drunk and disorderly to mash up.